Hi, welcome to today's lesson. How to from ChatGPT for correlation, causation, and confounders.
Hello, everyone. I'm Professor Mai. Imagine you're about to sharpen your investigative skills. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to tell when two things are simply moving together and when one truly drives the other. You'll also know how to prompt AI to avoid jumping to conclusions. Let's uncover the truth together.
Imagine you are watching a puppet show. You see two puppets, right? Let's call them puppet A and puppet B. They dancing perfectly in sync. So correlation is the two puppets move together, and causation is the assumption that puppet A is pulling puppet B. Now, the key word here is the assumption. Professor Mai, help our learner understand the assumption here.
Absolutely. Think of that assumption like seeing one puppet's shadow and guessing the whole story. But behind the curtain, maybe a third hand is pulling both strings. So we never assume one puppet caused the other to dance. We look carefully for that hidden puppeteer or confounder before claiming causation.
This is tricky because the causation here is the assumption. So it may be right, it may be wrong, right?
Exactly. Causation is something we have to prove, not just guess. It's like saying, hold on, let's make sure we know who's pulling the strings. We'll need tests and evidence to confirm if one thing truly caused the other.
So here we make the assumption that puppet A is pulling puppet B because we see the two puppets move together. Now, the question is, what if neither puppet is pulling the other and a hidden force controls both?
That's exactly where confounders come in. Imagine a hidden puppeteer controlling both puppets. In real life, that could be a third factor influencing both. Before we say A caused B, we must look for that hidden hand behind the scenes.
So, let's see the confounder. Is it the hidden variable that causes two unrelated things to raise or fall together? So, it's a powerful illusion that one thing causes the other, and it's also called a third factor, the puppeteer pulling both strings at once.
Exactly. The confounder is that hidden puppeteer. It makes two unrelated things seem connected when they're not. So before declaring causation, we always ask, is there a hidden force pulling both strings at once?
Now, let's move to a classic example, the stork baby paradox.
Ah, the stork and baby paradox. It's often said that storks and birth rates both rise together. But do storks deliver babies? Not quite. There's a hidden factor. Rural areas have more storks, and also larger families. So we laugh and remind ourselves correlation does not mean causation.
Uh, in 1930, right, the data from Northern Europe, they see that the country with more stock had higher birth rate. As stock declined, so did the birth. So, in that case, we ask one simple question like, is there an invisible puppeteer pulling both of the string? And um, and what we see here is that the the confounder is the total land area.
Exactly. In rural areas, there's more land, more storks, and often more traditional family structures, leading to higher birth rates. So the stork wasn't the cause, the shared environment was the hidden puppeteer. Whenever you see two things move together, always ask, what else could be pulling both strings?
So the correlation is a foot ring in a sand, and the confounder may be the culprit who make it. And whenever we see A is linked to B, it's maybe not. Okay, so we stop and we ask, could a hidden factor C be causing both?
Exactly. Before we leap to conclusions, we pause and ask, is there a hidden culprit? Some factor C, behind the scenes. Only after we've ruled that out do we consider causation. So every time you see footprints in the sand, ask yourself, who really made them?
Now, let me show you how to use AI to help you to identify the third factor, the confounder. Let's take a look at this claim. Our data show that employees who actively use the new AI analytic dashboard have 50% higher productivity. Therefore, rolling out the AI dashboard company-wide will increase overall employee performance. What's wrong with this claim?
The issue here is we're jumping from a correlation dashboard users are more productive to assuming causation. The dashboard will boost everyone's productivity, but we haven't tested it. We need to ask, are top performers naturally more inclined to try new tools? Or is there a hidden factor like leadership or team culture driving both dashboard use and productivity? Until we test those, we can't claim causation, only a correlation to be explored.
Exactly. So in this case, we need to find the correlation, the causation, and the confounders. Only then, after we found it, and then we can make the claim better. So this claim is vague, right?
It's not necessarily fake, but it's incomplete. Right now, it's a hunch that needs evidence. We must run those tests, check direction, find confounders, and confirm the mechanism. Once we've done that, we might have a solid causal claim. But until then, we say there's a pattern, and we need to dig deeper.
Now, here is the from template. I will put in the result for you to use, okay, to ask AI to help you. We will provide it the claim, and we will ask it to first to do the direction test, right? And then do the third factor test and the mechanism test, and then provide us the variable, the claim type, the directionality critic, the confounder analysis, and the mechanism evaluation, the evidence needed. And after that, as you can see here, it will run the test. And finally, I ask it to give me the refined claim.
That's a solid approach. With that structured prompt, the AI will act like a careful investigator, making sure we separate pattern from proof. By refining the claim only after these tests, we ensure the outcome is more grounded and trustworthy. So learners, always prompt with discipline. Never let the AI leap to conclusions.
Now, let's see the refined claim that AI like ChatGPT give me. Is it better or not? Employees who actively use the AI analytic dashboard are associated with 50% higher productivity. However, this relationship may reflect underlying differences such as motivation, role type, skill level. While the dashboard may contribute to improved performance by enabling faster and more informed decisions, causal impact has not yet been established. A control rollout with robust evaluation is required to determine whether expanding access will improve overall employee productivity. What do you think about this refined claim?
I think it's a big improvement. It no longer leaps to causation. Instead, it highlights the association, recognizes other possible factors, like motivation or skills, and it calls for a proper test before any company-wide decisions. It's cautious and scientific, which is exactly the mindset we want to teach.
Thank you. Now, I will provide a prompt template in the result. Okay, remember to click on the result to download the prompt template to use. Now, give our learner key takeaway of this lesson and say goodbye for now.
All right, everyone, here's your key takeaway. Correlation shows a pattern, but causation needs proof. Always test direction. Look for confounders and confirm the mechanism. Don't let patterns trick you. Ask questions and refine claims. With that, keep investigating, keep learning, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.